Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. And Kendrick literally showed us what he meant by that. So
Yeah, the pop out, man, aka Drake's memorial service, man. The funeral is set in stone, but yeah, man, there was some pettiness going on there, but it was a lot of unity. A lot of people, DeMar DeRozan, James Harden, a lot of the California NBA players, athletes. Rick Ross pulled up the weekend.
then Rick Ross
Everybody.
came.
Oh, he had to because him and Drake had their situation. So he chilled back, smoking one with James, or not with James Harden, but posted up talking to him. It was a lot of people that don't like Drake or neutral were at that concert and performed Not Like Us 5 times in a row, not just once, not just twice,
5 times in a row.
Yeah, man.
Is that all he did that night?
I think they did a tribute to Nipsey. So it was a good collective LA type of situation. It wasn't just Kendrick being petty, but it did have those clip-worthy moments. Drake and, what he did throughout.
There any other highlights that come to mind from that show?
Not necessarily, just a little Drake thing, the Not Like Us song multiple times, and a lot of the it was just the people type of thing. Everybody you can think of in the industry was there. That pop.
I saw Big Boy on there.
Yeah, well, he LA, and he
yeah, he's
TD.
so California, so
he's neutral, but at the end of the day, he is a LA. That's LA all day, the radio station. So, yeah, man. If you Drake, man, what are you gonna do? What's your concert gonna look like in Toronto?
Yeah, he's gonna have to do it. Men's Them and Friends. But I want to get back enough about the Drake part because it might have been set up to be some Drake hate train, and people set it up to be like that. But from what I saw, besides that song, it was more about the unity of West Coast, like for real, more than anything.
Yeah.
Like that song could have been about anybody, and that song still would have went off like that, and the vibe still would have been. It was just more about the unity, Black hippies, just there was a lot of good stuff there, man.
Yeah. I think that was the everything in conclusion of that concert. It was the unity. A lot of people said, regardless what you want to say about the beef, it kind of brought LA together, and he capitalized off it in a good way. Of course, it got messy at times, but all in all, Juneteenth, it was something to remember as far as Kendrick in that concert. That looks like that could be something annually. Do that every year on that day. So,
and it was on Juneteenth, correct?
Yep, it was on Juneteenth, Wednesday, 19th, and yeah, I think he got something. Everyone usually has their annual festival. It looks like he has his. He could probably make a tour now that he got a good enough lineup with people. A good rapport. I didn't know he was within the industry like that, but he kind of in his own world.
Well, I just go to show you. Yeah, he came out like a real one. They showed him his outfit lined up, the Tupac. He had on some Tupac type stuff.
I've seen that.
And then the chains. I never seen Kendrick with chains on like that. Kendrick was looking like a real one.
I think he cut the hair too. I know he had the dreads or whatever. He got fresh. Like, you know what? I'm gonna really capitalize off this. Let me get fresh. Let me go on a quick industry run and go back into my own little world after this moment. So,
yeah, man. Well, I know who wasn't there. All that who was there. I know who wasn't there.
What's up?
The Game. How you get left out again? First, the Super Bowl. I thought it was a coincidence. All right, you only got so much. But then. How you get left out of this one too, man? They gotta stop trying Game. Everybody know he's Mr. West Coast, man. He's the reason why LA unified, the original.
Yeah, he was the new wave of LA 0405 or whenever he came out with G Unit. But I think he spoke on it without really going into detail. He kind of brushed it off. I don't know if they felt like he wasn't showing enough love to Kendrick when the whole Drake thing was going on. He was kind of rocking with Drake because they got a great rapport. So he didn't really take sides.
And at the time, he valued those features. Think about it. Again, you know what I mean? Think about out of all the features Drake do, he gave repeat features to Game. So
yeah, they got a good popular song out there. So yeah, you gotta. It's the music business. I'm sure there's some type of friendship there. When Drake popping out in LA, he gonna hit up Game, and if there's something going on, Game gonna let him know, like, hey, the city hot right now. That's kind of like his person he turns to. So there's a bond there, and you don't want to be put in the middle of it. He rocked with Kendrick. Think he put him on tour a few times, gave him features back in the day. You got to pick sides in 2024. You can't just stay out of it, especially if you're from the area. Not Like Us was shot in Compton a couple days ago, some scenes. So he finally putting out a video like 2-3 months later, or
Oh
however months
shoot.
later. So now the song gonna wake back up. I'm sure it's still like top 20, top 30 in Billboard, or maybe higher.
Mm-hmm.
But now that the video's coming out, let's get it back, in the top
I
status of
I wonder
Billboard.
if he changed words now just to make it a good song. Because at the end of the day, it is a good song. And if you want it to transcend and beat the test of time, you got to take out this current. So I wonder if he's gonna take the Drake out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something else that would make it that would time it out.
A lot of words being thrown, a lot of stuff you can't really say on, airways and mainstream media. I'm sure he's gonna
Oh
bleep some
yeah,
stuff out.
certified lover boy, certified super wild,
Yep, that's out of
certified
there.
nasty wild. Yeah, certified lover boy, certified nasty guys. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. He gonna clean it up. Got to, he gonna play the game. He got his dirty version out there. They know that record. But for the people that want to actually hear it on radio, hear it in certain arenas, stadiums, got to play it clean, play it industry. So yeah, I
I hope
expect
they
that.
do though, for real. And I'm happy. I'm kind of happy he waited so long for real. So that way he can have his own separate run away from the diss. Because like I
Mhm.
said, if it's a diss track, it's gonna. There's no. I mean, there's a few that come to mind, but there's not really any diss tracks that last the test of time. It's just a moment. So
Yeah,
that is a great song though. So why not turn it into an actual?
yeah. What Back to Back was in 2016, that's what Not Like Us is in 2024. Same type of rollout, same type of impact. A song that's gonna get played heavy everywhere, TikTok
Yeah.
and all.
You know what else about to get played heavy?
What's up, man?
That new Shaq and Notorious B.I.G.
Oh, you got another one. They got some records like
No, there's one that's about to hit DSP called "You Can't Stop the Rain."
Shaq was that guy back in the
It's,
'90s, man.
no, why you BSing? Why you look Michael Jackson? He was on. He was rapping on one of Michael Jackson's songs.
Yeah. So respect
So
to the legend, rap legend, basketball legend, entrepreneur legend, Shaquille O'Neal, man. Kazam.
Home Depot Savage, assassin legend.
Oh yeah. He taking people, girls and all, on the Instagram DMs. Shaq, he's out there, man. Still doing it, almost 55, 60. Still out there in the trenches, putting out content, man.
He's still looking good too. You can tell he take care of himself. Actually, it
Mhm.
looked like he take care of himself better than when he was playing. Granted, he was
Yeah.
probably more agile and active because you got to be to play basketball. But like weight wise and all that, he looked like he taking care of himself better now.
Yeah, when you that big and you're older, again, like you said, you can get away with it when you're active and agile, but when you're 50, 60 and you got 350 pounds on a 7-foot frame, that ain't gonna mix. You see how Kareem look, he's kind of thin, but you gotta, thin out the older you
You
get.
have to support them knees. Like Zion's gonna be in trouble in
Yeah.
Big Mac attack. He's gonna be
Yeah.
put the Popeyes down.
Immediately, man. If you want to be that MVP, if you want to be that upper echelon player, you got to lose the weight. Same
He's
with
still
Luca.
playing for
Yeah, he with the New Orleans Pelicans.
yeah,
Um,
Pelicans. He's still
but
playing for them boys.
but they
Oh,
restructured his contract. Basically, it's a per year thing. They can, opt out of that contract, the team. So if he misses a lot of games, if he's not playing a certain amount of games, they can void that contract and he could be a free agent and they don't have to pay
he
him the
about to
remainder.
be the new biggest bust if he don't. He gonna be the new biggest bust if he don't stop.
Yeah. And then the
Yo,
crazy thing, he when he plays,
what?
he's great. When he plays, he's great.
That's fine. That's like saying when the kid that comes to school, when he comes to school, he's great.
Yeah. When you do your homework, you're amazing, but you slack off and skip school. It just offsets.
Yeah, man. New Orleans taking losses left and right. I'm sick of this. First this, then Birdman.
Oh
What's
man.
going on,
Play,
man?
what happened with Playboy? Man?
All right, it started out positive, so let me give credit where it's due. I see a clip of him talking to a cell block, like inside of a prison or jail or whatever this place is. It's an institution, a correctional facility. So he's in there talking to the inmates, and one of the inmates asked about like getting more books in. Now I'm just paraphrasing, but he said something along the lines of, "What books gonna do? Books can't help your situation."
Oh yeah. It's gonna
I
take more
said to
than that.
myself, "Wow." Now, if you're being literal, yes. those bars are that door's still closed. There's still locks on gates. There's still whatever.
Mhm.
Absolutely. But this is the strongest part of your body. You can
Yeah.
have big biceps, big triceps, big shoulders, whatever, big chest. But this is the strongest part of your body. So with those books, you're freeing the mind. You're keeping it from being idle. You ever heard the saying by the old folks? A idle mind is the devil's playground.
Yep. Idle time is the worst time, for real, for real. You can
Yeah.
find yourself in terrible situations. And in jail, everything's so close together. You don't want to just be out there just wandering around because you're gonna get into some situations. So I hear what
Yeah.
Birdman is saying for real about the books and stuff.
I don't know, man. So who am I though? Like,
But the only
mm.
thing is, it depends on, yeah, books don't really, who cares about books? But when you have a plan to get out, now, if you're doing a life sentence, he probably thinking more like, I got people doing football numbers. A book ain't gonna save them. You better learn how to fight. You better network and try to, be productive in there as far as surviving. But when you got people that are, scheduled for release, even in 20 years, let me get my degree. Let me at least get out of this hellhole with some type of paperwork.
let me learn that too. Let me learn ways to get provide supplemental income. Let me learn ways to invest. Let me learn. I know it don't matter now, but one day you're gonna need that, especially if you're doing a long prison sentence. That means you're starting behind the 8 ball, right?
Even I don't know if you've seen that Vlad interview or clips, Curtis Carroll, he was doing like 20, 30 years in jail, learned like stock market stuff. He was helping people invest money. So he read a lot of books. He did a lot of research and now he's out and he's making some good money stock trading and doing all that stuff. So think about what the books did for him reading those stock books. It was
Yep.
looking bad for him. I think he did a lot of stuff, a lot of crime, and he didn't know if he was ever going to come out. By him doing all that stock stuff, and he had someone that had an investment fund pay for his lawyers 500,000. Now that's an anomaly, of course. Not everyone's going to have an opportunity to have a random person pay 500,000 for lawyer fees, but it could happen, especially if you know
Well,
he ain't did the crime.
point is, he found a way to make himself more valuable and get and provide resources that make sense and translate in the outside world. So, like,
Exactly.
I don't know how old he was, but even if he had to do much longer in that sentence, at least he would have got out with some sort of knowledge and a chance.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need the opportunity. So it's like luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So by being prepared, you know what to do. Now you get the money. You already know what to do. Not all these losses, not all these wastes. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
like people like I used to be amazed when I hear these numbers of different athletes or this person or that person, how much they made and how are they broke now. But that could very damn well happen if you don't have any financial literacy and you get a big lump sum of money all at once and you've been poor forever, or not poor, but maybe you just haven't seen those type of numbers. That can happen to anyone,
Yep.
especially the younger you are.
Yeah, now financial literacy is huge. And like I said, being in jail, a lot of people can't think that far. But if you gonna get out, just don't be just out and about and doing nothing again. You're gonna find yourself right there. Better read, talk, research. But no, shout out to Birdman. Give them a job when they get out, Birdman, on Cash Money, dog. Security jobs for everybody, dog. You don't gotta read on Cash Money. Protect me.
You don't even got to read this contract, Playboy. Just sign right
Sign here. Sign here, here, here. In-house attorneys, in-house
here.
lawyers.
But speaking of contracts, man, how about these crazy numbers for you? JJ Redick, 4 years, 32 milli. Head coach of the Lakers, baby. I'm not even a
Finally.
Lakers fan, but shout out to JJ Redick. He used to have that sweet teardrop layup. That's when
Yep.
everybody want to start doing these high teardrop layups.
Yep. The through the paint. You can't get to the paint because you got a center there. Teardrop, floaters every day, bro.
He used to kill those. I remember one time the dude was so tall, so the teardrop layup he did was so high. It
Yeah.
hit like not the top of the hit of the backboard, but like
Just enough to where,
just
yep.
enough so it hit and bounced down to go in.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely one
like,
of those sharp shooters. He was that dude.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was. I was a young dude watching basketball. I'm like, I didn't even know you can do that. He
Mm-hmm.
threw that so high up in the air, it barely went over the fingertips of the center. I don't know who it was. I want to say it was Oster tag, but I think that was a different time.
Yeah, that was like Utah Jazz, Karl Malone, Stockton era. Greg Oster tagged. You still remember that name? If you didn't say that name,
Venus Sabonis,
yeah,
all right.
yeah, that may
No,
have been a era removed.
nah, yeah, you're right. No, I used to know even all the, even the even the bench players on every team because of NBA 2K.
Yeah. Back in the day when there wasn't a lot of player movement, I can name at least the starting five for all the NBA teams. But now, trade deadlines, summertime
Yeah,
trades, you can't keep up. You got to literally have your phone out when you naming these teams and players. But as far as the Lakers, though, you got JJ Redick. A lot of people are saying, his attitude is kind of like I'm a better than you type attitude, the Duke type of vibe. But LeBron James rocks with him. They got the podcast, Mind the Game. So they were saying he was interviewing for the job before he actually got the job. I don't know if you've seen a clip of their podcast, but they would go over game plan, the nuances of the game. So LeBron was grooming him. Like, I want to coach you. You're going to be the coach, but you're being coached by LeBron James. So
I'm not gonna lie, that's some Jordan-esque.
yeah,
Oh, I won't compare them, but that's some King James esque. I'm gonna coach you on how to coach us. You
basically,
ready?
when you're arguably the greatest or top two, top three, you got a lot of pull within the industry, the NBA industry. So I'm trying to find someone that I'm not going to butt heads
I'm
with.
bringing my talents to South Beach.
Now we're gonna see what happens with the whole Lakers thing. But speaking of more contracts, though, Stephen A. Smith reportedly turned down a 5-year, $90 million contract offer from ESPN because he wants to be the highest paid personality.
Talk your shit. He
No, he
deserves
does.
more. Talk your shit, bro.
But they may lowball him. But who's their competitor? It's not undisputed. They don't have the money. Fox, they're not paying that type of money. And Stephen A. doesn't want to go to the middle of nowhere in media to make money and not be heard on mainstream. So
Right.
he's really battling with ESPN. There's no other person that's gonna pay him or company that's gonna pay him that money. He wants 25 mil per year. So that could just be the first contract offer. I think he'll get 20 million.
Bro, I don't want 17 and a half or whatever that equals out to. I don't want it. I
Yeah.
don't want it. If he says he wants 25, he deserves 25. They quick to pay somebody else. Quick to pay Brad. Cool.
Yeah. Troy Aikman for
No, get my
once a
nigga.
week.
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's been slaving for years and years, bro. He's trying to pay up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Every time somebody else try to speak up from the coach, want something that people want to tell him. Oh, why? No, bro. Yes, he should. Pay that man.
Yeah. Nah, he put a lot of work in. He take a lot of, the arrows of hate, which, some things he kind of say out of pocket, but he's doing his job. He's making those clips go viral. He's making those takes, those first takes. So of course, not everyone's gonna like what you have to say. So he's been a good, loyal Disney, ESPN soldier for about 10 plus years now. He deserves to make it. Yeah.
I don't care if you like what he talking about or not. You don't like some of these other dudes on the job. Do I gotta just spell it out? Everybody so quick
we
to
all
want to
know.
bet. Like, I'm about to spell some shit. I don't want to do it, but I don't give a I don't agree with a lot of shit he say. And how he be up there cooning sometime. But bro, like, don't make me say it, bro. Like, pay that man.
We know what's going on, but at the same time, if he's smart, which he is, continue to build out the Stephen A. Smith podcast, TV show he has. He wants to build out that infrastructure so he can bring more to the table. You can use my clips on my podcast on ESPN. More money.
Well, you could do that for 20. You could do a lot more. You could do what you want with 25 mil a year. Put that 5 for 90. Give me 25 every year.
Yep. You want that
Let's get there
25,
faster.
125.
And guess what? If it don't work out within the first 2-3 years, I've been maxing out every year anyway. And if it's like you say, he's planning on doing his own thing anyway, or he's doing his own thing. Just slowly transition, like Club Shay Shay had
Shannon Sharp,
Shannon Sharp.
Club Shay Shay, two top 5 podcasts on Apple and Spotify, whatever streaming platform. So he's trying to do that, but he doesn't have that same appeal like Shannon. Shannon doing numbers. But
he don't got the same appeal for now, but if he had the money, the resources to fund it, and slowly it'll become that. You got to have the resources to withstand that slow period. You get what I mean? Because it's going to be a period where it's not really lucrative. But you got to stick it out.
He put together a good studio. So the same way how you have ESPN, how they got their little studio, he got a little spot. And money wise, to be honest, he been making a lot more media money than Shannon Sharp. But all you need, honestly, is a good computer, a microphone, and you can make your podcast. That's what they did with Nightcap. Same thing we
Yeah.
doing.
Nah,
That's
I
what
ain't
they
gonna
doing.
front dog. I'm about to make a podcast room out of. You'll see real soon.
Yeah, it's time, bro. Like I need to eventually get an upgrade. I want to get like if I can find like a cheap office space, that's what I need. But nowadays, bro, if this was 10 years ago, you can find a decent little office space for
Five
like a
hundred.
5 to a stack. Now, double that, bro. But
Yeah, everything is on.
I'm at a point now, business wise, where I could have done something like that if it was years ago. But I'm gonna continue to operate, got a little
Yeah.
space. But
Hang on, bro. Hang on. Shit only getting worse. Though.
the only thing is I need write-offs now. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shout out to YouTube, man. Y'all been great to me, man. YouTube cutting them checks, and I got to do something with it. I'm just gonna pay taxes on it. So I'm gonna get my upgrades. You're gonna see a different space soon as far as equipment, but I need to pay more, or I can sell those meme stocks at a loss just to match the gains of what I'm making. But yo, before we go, we got a few minutes left. I want to talk about this Matthew Stafford situation. His wife said she got with his teammate or talked to his teammate to make him jealous because Matthew didn't want to commit to her. I ain't gonna lie, man, that's shady business. Even for her to speak on that now, years later, they got a whole family, they're married.
Was she on a podcast or something?
Yeah, it looks like she was speaking to someone on a podcast or some content. But that's kind of, head scratching because let's say I piss you off. Are you going to make a lot of subliminal messages on Twitter X and just start, speaking our business if we have an argument or whatever the case may
Yeah.
be? Are you going to talk to my teammate on the Rams? Like, I wouldn't have liked
Well,
that. She said that
I
person.
hear what you're saying, but I heard she did a lot more than that. And it's just this was even before the rounds. I hear she had sex with his college backup.
Yeah, that's what something like that. Either I think it was something in college. It had to have been some type of college thing because
Yeah, because ain't no way somebody's still gonna be on my team and I'm Matt Stafford. Are you stupid, bro? Ain't no way.
so
It's
I
like
don't
when homeboy LeBron James' mom. Not only did he get off the team, Bud got kicked out of the league and had to go be homeless.
Yeah, Delonte West, man, he's out of it, bro. People see him every now and then, just out there wandering around, bro.
I don't even think he knows he played basketball. It's like it's a life removed or something.
Yeah, I think he may have some mental disorders, but yeah, man, he's been kicked out the league, whatever the case may be. But me personally, I just don't like that whole situation. Why even speak on that? You got to be able to certain things, just leave it in the past. Not saying she on that type of demon time now, but still, it's just I got to look at you a certain way. Don't speak on our
Oh hell
personal
yeah,
business.
yeah.
Like,
You talking too much. It's kind of like that Curry's wife did back in the day when she was talking
yeah,
about. I just don't. What do you want from me? I'm treating you good. I'm not. It just
you want
no.
attention. Like, okay, so you want a bunch of thirsty dudes online to put heart emojis under your comment
Yeah,
section?
does that feel good now?
Yeah, like, come on
No,
now. Steph Curry, I could imagine, he has that clean cut, Bible type vibe, but I ain't gonna lie. I know he has some moments like, look, man, don't do that again. His thing's kind of tapered back, everything
bro.
calmed down. You ain't hear nothing since.
Yeah, no. He got on her. Hey, if you
Yeah,
ever,
don't help but
you know, I'm
yeah.
just blah.
But I'm sure he had to, put your foot down. You know what I mean? You got to verbally put your foot down in a respectful, married way. Like you can't be doing this. I'm a public figure. You got me looking like a cuck out here. Like, oh my gosh, my wife is getting all these comments. I'm in the corner, happy as like, come on, like in the corner in a dark room. Like, oh my gosh, look at the comment section. She's amazing. Like, come on, fuck
Nah,
you
you
think I
right
am?
though. Listen up, ladies. If your man is treating you right, doing right by you, I don't give a f if you bored. I don't give a f how you shut the f up. Go get a
Yeah.
hobby. Go to the gym. Go join a group. I don't know. But
Yeah. If you're gonna be a personality, we got to go over the details. Like, all right, you want to do a little podcast, just like Savannah James, LeBron James' wife. She doing a podcast thing, but you notice she's done the best job as far as an athlete's wife. She stay out the way. You don't hear
yeah,
nothing. She cool. She
yeah, she
enjoying her
should, cause
life.
she been with him from the beginning. So like, you know what your spot is. Don't cause me beef, cause that's when we'll have turmoil.
Yeah,
You
she
know what
was.
your spot is? That's that. You don't hear about nothing crazy about me in the media. I just be chilling. That's it.
Yeah, no, she played it good. She was really in the gym with him when he was shooting in the gym back in 17, 18 years old, high school
Yeah.
sweethearts. Shout out to her for being one of the good ones out there as far as athletes'
Mm-hmm.
wives, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all watching the Real Individuals podcast. RIP. Any last words for him, bro?
Hey man, y'all get out there, enjoy your weekend. Temps warm all over the nation right now. But get outside, do your thing. Much love, everybody. Peace.
That's what it is. Until next time, peace.
Yes, sir.